are not going to believe the shit our government did and what they passed in order to get our fucking government back up and running. They pulled the fucking rug on us again, y'all. So the federal government just voted and passed H.R. 5371, I believe it's called. And in the fine print in this reopening the government, in order to reopen the government, they thought that this was an important factor that they needed to fucking put in there. They have banned all forms of THC. So you know how you can go to the greendragon.com and you can get THCA, or you can go to the vape store and you can get THCA, and it's been federally legal everywhere. Nah, fuck that. They just took it off the shelves just like they did in the state of Texas. Not only will that hurt people that rely on weed for things like pain because they don't want to be addicted to opioids and shit, nationwide it's gonna put tens of thousands of people out of business. The local hemp shop that sells weed and THCA and shit like this, they're gonna shut them down. They're gone. They're fucking gone. The government once again has overstepped its bounds. Nobody's killing people on pot. Nobody's fucking wrecking into each other on pot. Nobody's making terrible decisions on pot. Worst thing they do is they fucking eat too much junk food. And these motherfuckers have found a way to, while the government was shut down over illegal health care, they said, well, if we all ban weed, let's just ban weed, and we can agree on that. Democrats and Republicans, mind you, both of the motherfuckers did this shit. Now listen, I like marijuana, but I don't care if you do cocaine, crack, fucking heroin. I think it all should be legal. Why? Because people are fucking doing it anyway. Being illegal ain't stopping it. Guess what? Now they made weed legal and you can't go get it in the store. Fuck, we'll just go back to buying it from drug dealers, these fucking idiots, which is what they want, because then there's more people in jail, because right now they're being sued by the private prisons that there's not enough fucking prisoners in jail, even though they keep telling us they're full. What the fuck is this government up to? Colossal letdown. You are not gonna...
Yeah, people gonna lose their minds, man.
With this vote also comes an 11th hour provision that could devastate the hemp industry. That's right, the hemp industry. The $30 billion industry makes THC-infused products. Everything from gummies like Delta 8 to THC-infused drinks. Topicals as well, used for joint and muscle relief. In Texas, the lieutenant governor there, Dan Patrick, celebrating the move, writing in part, quote, "This ban will save a generation from getting hooked on dangerous drugs, but it also could be devastating to his state, which is among the leading hemp producers in the country, and it's well beyond Texas as well. In states all over this country, as you can see, the hemp industry, well, they fear that the new language could mean an end to their business." Joining me now, Stacey McCaskill. She runs Hempstock Farms in Woodstock, Illinois. Carol Moss is an attorney representing the hemp industry. Carol, Stacey, thanks for being with us tonight. Stacey, let me start with you because you have that farm there northwest of Chicago, just south of Wisconsin. This language on hemp all of a sudden made its way into the spending bill. Are you going to go out of business?
Absolutely. You said that it could destroy the hemp industry. It will absolutely destroy the hemp industry. And let me just give you one simple example. This is what a hemp plant looks like. This is the plant that we grow. From this plant, we extract this oil. This is a full spectrum oil. It just means, all it means is that we pull all the cannabinoids out of this plant, and in order to get this product right here. So this product is what we put into our joint and muscle salve that you showed on the earlier screen there. The naturally occurring cannabinoids that are in this oil, THC is in there naturally. So
but they don't want it above a certain level though, right? And that's the issue.
That's the issue, but they put a level per package. It's 0.4 milligrams per package. This jar right here is just a 4-ounce jar. And in this jar, we have nearly 3,000 milligrams of CBD and 150 milligrams of THC. This product isn't being marketed as a intoxicating product or a head high product, even topically, that ratio, when you put it on your skin and it absorbs into your bloodstream, you're not getting high or intoxicated from this product. This product has no intent.
Okay.
It's not targeted towards children. You can see how our packaging is. I
hear you, Stacey. I want to bring Carol in for a second here, because I'm curious how you would respond to the lieutenant governor there in Texas, who says this is bad for kids.
Well, that's just a continuation of reefer madness, of an old way of thinking about the cannabis as a plant. As the other speaker said, those are medicinal properties in those cannabinoids, and those products that she held up, if this bill isn't enacted and it goes into effect, those will be controlled substances under Schedule 1. So she will be committing a felony. We are recriminalizing the plant. And instead of doing a nuclear option like they've done, they should have looked to states like Minnesota. We have put limits on the potency. We have child protection. We have testing requirements. We have regulation, and we have taxation. We can show how it can be done so that people can still benefit from the medicinal portions of the plant. And instead, they've just recriminalized everything and did a nuclear option.
So I played, or I showed there what the lieutenant governor in Texas had to say. Here was Senator Rand Paul on the Senate floor.
The bill as it now stands overrides the regulatory frameworks of several states, cancels the collective decisions of hemp consumers, and destroys the livelihoods of hemp farmers. And it couldn't come at a worse time for America's farmers. Times are tough for our farmers.
Farm bankruptcies have doubled in the first half of this year compared to 2024, the first half of 2024, though they are lower than what they were at 2020. Just some of what the farmers are dealing with. I got to leave it there. Stacey McCaskill, Carol Moss, as we continue to follow the vote in that building behind me. Stacey, best of luck. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And it's almost as if, this government is provoking the people to crash out, because a lot of people, they depend on that marijuana, man. So I was just thinking about that when I saw this video earlier. I was like, man, they want these people to just lose their minds, And I was just thinking about that Isaiah 24, as I had pulled up here, just thinking out loud. Isaiah 24 and 7, it says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languish, all the merry-hearted do sigh, right? The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Verse 9, the point, they shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, right? So I was just thinking about that, as I pulled up here in the chat, the wine is associated with cheer and festivity. Let me pull it up. And so is the marijuana. Or whatever other drugs, that people may use or whatnot. But that's just kind of what I was thinking about. I wanted to tie that in. But it says here, right, Isaiah 24:9, it says, they should not drink wine with the song. Wine is symbolic of joy and festivity. In times of prosperity, people will celebrate and sing by drinking, right? And I was just thinking about, the same thing with the marijuana, It says here, the Most High removes joy. It says the wine loses its gladness. Even the things that once brought happiness now bring no comfort because of judgment, man. So, again, like it was saying in the video, they're going to put a ban and people are going to go out of business and things like that. I think it was I'm going to play the next video here, but it was what did it say? About $30 billion industry gone. you know. So that's gonna hurt a lot of people who made, you know, big money off the THC, the marijuana or whatnot, you know. It says, strong drink should be bitter to them that drink it. Strong drink represents intoxication and pleasure. It turning bitter means what was once pleasurable becomes painful. The sweetness of luxury and indulgence turns into sorrow and regret under divine wrath. Spiritually, this represents how sinful pleasures turn to bitterness when the consequences of sin come. All right. And as you know, that's kind of what I was thinking about, man, because you know, that marijuana or whatnot, you know, is part of the comfort, you know, here in Babylon, you know. So like I said, people they depend on that, you know. So I'm curious to see what would happen if they actually you know, shut this thing down. You know what I'm saying? As we saw the video here, THC drinks, edibles could soon disappear because of the shutdown bill, man. So, you know, it's just wild times, man. Let's play this one too. Straight to the point, quick lesson. You know, I just wanted to put this out there for people who didn't come across this news, you know.
Many intoxicating THC gummies, vapes, and beverages will become illegal next year thanks to a bill just signed by President Trump. The law aims to crack down on products derived from hemp that produce similar effects to marijuana. But opponents say it threatens a $30 billion a year industry that employs 300,000 Americans. The hemp products have exploded in recent years, the result of a loophole created with the passage of a 2018 law legalizing hemp cultivation. While hemp contains low amounts of THC, it has higher levels of CBD, a compound now widely used in health and beauty products. But using a chemical process, market players turn CBD into unregulated, intoxicating THC compounds and sell them online and in stores across the country, even in states where marijuana is not legal. The new law places strict caps on how hemp-derived compounds can be used and bans products above a certain threshold of THC. Proponents say it will curb an unregulated market of marijuana-like products they say have unknown health effects and often find their way into the hands of children. But opponents say the restrictions are so tight they will kill the markets for both hemp-derived THC and non-intoxicating CBD products. The bill passed after an intense lobbying campaign pitting hemp farmers against the powerful alcohol and marijuana industries. The bill causes the new regulations to go into effect in 1 year. Opponents are promising to use that time to lobby for a reversal of the ban.
Yeah, so there you go, man. So, like I said, I just wanted to put this out there, man. You know, they're just fucking with people, man. Right? But the point, you know, people are gonna end up crashing out and losing their minds, man. You know, so it's just more woes upon Babylon. You know, Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, and it says the mirth of the land is gone. All right, so this place is being stripped from all of its comfort, man. You know, and pleasure. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. You know, so that's kind of, you know, what I was thinking about, you know, through spirit. But like you saw this Edomite, you know, he's ready to he's ready to lose it, you know. Shalom.